Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Miguel. Welcome everybody to Skyrim Adventures of Mira, a lovely little monk. Right now, we're currently at the workbench. Mira has been working tirelessly for several weeks, doing little odd jobs here and there, scraping up coin together in order to pay several carpenters from Falkreath, Whiterun, or Riverwood, and maybe some craftsmen over in Falkreath as well, in order to put together a lovely house and start working a little bit on expanding it little by little, every single time, every inch of the way. And I feel like showing you guys, what the kind of progress that Mira has gone through. So the house currently has an extension to it, a very rather large extension to it, as well as extra bedrooms. And it's kind of difficult to see everything on the outside. That's why we're just gonna hop inside, wait for the morning to come, and then only then we will worry about showing you what the outside looks like. There's some things that be done on the outside, but they're gonna be changed. So the first thing that's been done is the bed has been removed. Since this is the main walkway, it doesn't really make sense for a bed to be out here. Therefore, the bed has been removed, and the place is slowly coming together. You know, several craftsmen that Mira has paid while doing some odd and easy jobs out there for easy money have done quite a work here. Many masterful carpenters and just designers in general all over Skyrim. Nothing too fancy, just simple, simple hardworking laborers out there that take pride in their work, take pride in the masterful works of art. Several carpenters and craftsmen out there have come together to help Mira make a lovely home. And with some guidance from Raya regarding Nordic decor, she is finally able to put together a very lovely house that really fits the Skyrim nature and the whole Skyrim feel, right? And currently right now this is the main hallway here. This is the main lounging area with the dining table, the fireplace, the cooking area. We don't have a kitchen. Mira has it was thought maybe building a kitchen over here, possibly, maybe hiring a cook to, make her favorite meals, preferably somebody from elsewhere, so that she can have her own, just something a little bit of taste of home away from home. But as a new house owner, we got a very lovely layout here. We can go upstairs over here and check out. This is a way to go out. We're not gonna go out just yet. Mira finally has a private bedroom that is still very much in the works, very much in the process of being put together. She has a single bed, mostly because she is not sure if she is going to be having a partner to share with, because she's very young and she never really gave thought to living with anybody but by herself. See, as a little cub, she oftentimes spent a lot of times by herself. Her dad was a military man, and he worked a lot of nights, paperwork, and following the rule of elsewhere and simply upholding the law. The mother was a scholar. She spent a lot of time over with different other sorceresses and other scholars, many nights studying and researching different things of the world, writing papers, stuff like that. Her brother was very mischievous. He hung around with his own crowd. See, he was a thrill seeker. He really liked to seek thrills in chasing dangerous things, thievery, things that other KHAJIIT actually had to do for a living in order to survive. He found interest and hobbies with it. So he kind of spent a lot of nights out, hanging out with some other hooligans and seeking thrills. So Mira spent a lot of time by herself, reading books, learning more about knowledge, getting herself in love with novels and being by herself, learning how to cope being by herself and alone, and spend many lonely nights by herself over back home and elsewhere, which is why she is very independent and is more used to being by herself than, for example, having a housecar with her. She's not used to having Raya follow her around whenever, wherever she goes. She would ask Raya to return back to Falkreath, but it would be rude for a newly Thane to ask a housecarl to return. It would show that the housecarl does not have adequate experience or ability, so she's gonna, out of respect, she's keeping Raya with her. Raya did suggest a lot of great decors for the place as well, so it's good that Raya is here. She suggested to have mannequin around in case Mira wanted to possibly place important items she finds in battle or in her discoveries. And I don't know, maybe she wants to keep it as a namesake. For example, like Saber's hide. Something that Mira tried really hard to overcome is dealing with Daedra, dealing with the supernatural, something that is completely out of her reach and seemed illogical, as became one of her worst nightmares as she was forced to hunt down a wolf. So that was quite a conundrum that she had to deal with, but she was finally able to overcome it, and now the mannequin has the wolf now, which is kind of cool. He has the Saber's hide here, and she can, place different items around and display cases, things that she finds out there in the world that maybe she, wants to keep as a namesake. We even have some Argonian blood wine. That must have been a gift from somebody of Falkreath. That has to have been a gift from somebody of Falkreath. That's very interesting. You don't see a lot of Argonian blood wine anywhere, really. It's really rare to find. So over here, we got an extra side entrance over here, extra side room. Mostly designed because of Rai's suggestion. She suggested that if Mira were to ever have guests, since she is, a big property owner, if she were to entertain guests, some guests might come with children. And having extra rooms for children, either the ones Mira may adopt in the future, or have herself, with a spouse, or, the children that stay over if she entertains guests, can use these particular rooms to play here or to just spend the night, in case the guests decide to spend the night here. The roads are dangerous, sometimes just safer to keep everybody inside instead of having them, travel out in the dark. This particular room is still unfinished. It's going to be just a side storage room, simply just there, kind of a necessity at this point, just keeping it there because there's no other reason to keep it. There is a basement that is still highly unfinished, but the local priest over in Falkreath suggested for Mira to possibly start her own collection of different cats, different cat deities from elsewhere. Maybe she could, out when she's out searching, or maybe, writing letters with somebody at home if somebody does respond even. Most of the family is busy. Maybe she can find particular items to place on his pedestal and find herself spiritually. Mira has always been a very logical person. She never seen anything other than logic to be, her strong suit. And possibly after dealing with Daedric things, Mira believes that maybe it might be for the best to dive in and, figure out the spiritual things behind Skyrim and the deities and Daedric lords. The dealing with the Daedric lord has definitely scared her and spooked her, so I feel like she feels obligated to become even a little bit more spiritual than she's used to be. There's another part of the basement that I believe will be unlocked in the future. We'll definitely design that for sure. Still very much work in progress area. Most of the decor has been kind of, dictated by Raya. She has lived in Skyrim for many, many years, and she knows more about what the decor is like and what is appropriate for specific areas, as well as help from neighbors every now and then. Raya's been helping a lot, and Mira is finally getting a place that she can really call her own, plus to be out in Skyrim. Nevertheless, let's have Mira finally rest for the first time in weeks in her house. She's been out traveling, doing odd jobs here and there, but today is a very important day. Today is a promise that Mira has to uphold to a little girl out in Whiterun. For now though, let's go ahead and enter out the balcony. Let's see what the view is like in the weather. Maybe we can get some beautiful sights. To be completely honest, I did record this earlier, the whole thing, but I had no hard drive space, so I'm trying my very best to try to recreate what I experienced before. And as we exit outside, the sky's clear as the snow begins to thaw. But we have an elk approaching the area, exploring a new abode, a new zone. And it looks like we spooked it. There's another elk over there. I think it's a female elk. And now, as we walk over to the balcony, we get a beautiful sight of the mountains, the forest, the lake. Man, it's actually a beautiful sight of the lake right here. This is really, really pretty. It's a really nice view. Now this is something Mira can get used to. Waking up to this view every morning would be very, very, very nice. Hello, Raya.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something?
Mira's Thane, what does it mean exactly? Would you be would you be like to become the steward of Mira's house, perhaps?
I'd be honored to be your steward. You've built a fine steading here.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Mira would like you to make improvements to the house? Sure.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
What can Raya do for us? A carriage will be useful, hire a bard, purchase a house, fresh milk, chicken. A cow would be really useful. I wonder if we could pay her. Do we have enough to afford it? Purchase a house. Do we want Raya to purchase a house? I mean, it might be good for her to purchase a house of her own, eventually. But I think a fresh, a cow would be really good to have for the house. Something we can have. Fresh milk would be real nice.
I'll keep an eye out for a good cow to purchase.
Good. Looks like Raya will be able to do some of the housework for us, and as a house steward, she is now an official bodyguard of the location. So now, if, let's say, Ben is decided to raid it, Raya will be there to protect the homestead, and if anything were to happen to Mira, Raya will take over from there, and the will go to whoever else. Buy some building materials in the house. Nope, I think we're good for now.
Alright then.
And now Raya will stay at home and guard it while we take care of some little business. So, as Mira, we have two things we need to worry about. Two things we need to look into. First, a promise we kept to a little girl in White One. And a second, a rumor that we heard regarding a possible child of elsewhere being in Skyrim. And a possible orphan of that. So, these are two things that Mira is going to look into. First, though, is a promise to a little girl who has lost her home, lost her parents, and her aunt and uncle have been just, if anything, absolutely despicable to her. There we go. Let's go over and see if you can find out here. Nobody around here. Looks like everybody's heading over to the inn. Looks like mercenaries are doing some little odd jobs here and there. Might pursue adventure with them in the future. Let's go look for... let's see, let's look for the little orphan girl. There she is! I remember her. Hey, Lucia.
Can you be my mother?
Lady,
could you spare a coin?
We can certainly spare a coin. Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Why are you begging,
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Well then. Let's see what we can do. Perhaps Mira could adopt you, if you want.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
We certainly do. Yes, Mira has a house overlooking Lake Ilianta. Ilialta? I think I said it right. In Falkreath Hold.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Yes, Mira is sure. You have a new home now, little cub.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Aww. Hi. Are you gonna be going?
I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
No problem, Lucia. Aww. Mira was called a mother. Oh, mama. Aww. See, Mira never really had any kind of mother, she never really had a mother-daughter connection with her own mom. Granted, her mom was always working. Her mom certainly loved her, it just they never could connect on a personal level, as much as she wanted to. Which is very unfortunate for her, and I mean, it's kind of fortunate for most Khajiit families out there. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and her mother just tried to pursue her career rather than a relationship with her kids. Either, the brother or the sister of the family. Which is really, really unfortunate, but it is what it is. And there's not much you can do about it. So, having Mira called Mama by somebody who is not even of Khajiiti descent, and start treating her as a parent, is going to be really different for her. Being an adoptive mother, Mira has never been a parent in fact at all. She never really dealt with parents properly. So this is going to be a really new task for her. Now, the next thing that Mira is to investigate is a possible rumor of the Elsewhere girl. Let's see if you can look for a particular location. Supposedly the rumor says it should be right here near a fishery near Dead Man's Rest. So we're gonna head over there and investigate the rumor. Now, it is a rumor only, but granted it is an Elsewhere child. Mira is very apprehensive, mostly because she's from Elsewhere, and she feels like protecting your own kind and looking out for your own kind is really important in this particular situation. Looks like a bunch of wolves are hunting the elk. That's something Mira can just let it pass by for now, no problem. Wolves gotta hunt, and they shall hunt. And they shall eat, and they shall grow. And eventually Mira might have to fight them. But this is not the day where she will hunt wolves. She just needs to go to the fishery. She believes the fishery used to be down here in the south. This might be the area to look out for. Let's quick save right here. Now I know what can happen. Near the waterfall, a fishery of mud crabs. Oh, she sees mud crabs. And that is a fisherman.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Noted, noted. Just let's make sure we are, you know, we appear normal and put on a lantern here, wherever that is. There it is. So we can at least see what's going on around us and light our way so that whoever we interact with don't get spooked by us. It's best we keep a lantern out of there. Weak potion of water breathing. Well, nobody particularly cares if we take it, so we can always take that. Don't know what I was laying out here for. Is that her?
Can I do for you?
It is her. Hi, hello, Jurek. Welcome. Hi. Oh, is this her? Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, look at those eyes. Those beady little eyes. What's the matter,
My parents died. And now I'm all alone.
Oh, look at those eyes. Guys, look at this. Look at those little eyes. Oh, what happened to you? Your parents got here to trade and took you with us, and I mean that probably could be a story. That could be a possibility. It's best not to ask about her parents. It seems to have been pretty recent. I think what ended up happening is that her parents were tradesmen, and they came over to Skyrim to trade, you know, looking for employment. Maybe they were attacked by bandits nearby Reachman, possibly nearby Forsworn, and now she's all alone. Perhaps Mira could adopt you if you want.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yes, Mira has a house overlooking Lake Iliana, or Ilialta, Falk Withhold. Look at her, oh my God! How could you say no to this? We can't say no.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Look at her, aw. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Maybe I have a soft spot for KHAJIIT, but this is the first KHAJIIT child I've ever seen, and she's just absolutely adorable. Look at those big bitty eyes. How could you say no to that? That'd be so cruel if you did. Yes, Mira is sure. You have a new home now, little cub.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Aww. This is especially really endearing for Mira because seeing a KHAJIIT child struggling, she's seen many kids that were far less fortunate than her. Steal, thieve, do despicable things that her brother actually finds entertainment in. They had to do to live, to survive, to actually exist. And seeing a little kid like this, you know, at such a young age, so premature to the thieving and so undesensitized to things around her, it's a little bit endearing and also very sad because you don't see a lot of Elsewhere children, a lot of KHAJIIT children out there, and at least nowadays and elsewhere, really, you know, innocent. They always become pretty corrupted, they start stealing, they start attacking people, they take things, they learn, you know, the art of trade, the art of stealth, the art of lockpicking. So it's really, really endearing and good for Mira to at least save a kid from this kind of life before she even gets exposed to it. She's seen it many, many times, and her brother, as sadistic as he is, actually takes enjoyment in doing things that others need to do to survive.
I can't wait.
Aw, she's so cute. Look at her, so happy. Aw, she's adorable. Mira is gonna protect her. She's not good as a mother, but she's gonna try to be as motherly as she possibly can to protect her. Now, there's also another rumor that Mira has heard of. I know it's plenty of rumors left and right, but it's pretty important, guys. I'm adding stuff to the game, and I want to show it off. So, apparently near the Hunter's Rest, there might be, not the Hunter's Rest, but near Lorne's Shack, there might be a particular Sabertooth Cat that people have been hearing rumors about. Now, what's really odd is not the fact that it's a Sabertooth Cat, but the fact that where the Sabertooth Cat is. See, for Mira's... Oh, it is actually very nice and bright here. We don't need to lantern anymore. Being able to travel out here. And Mira is not happy with light. Might be a little bit too bright for her. Maybe? Yeah, she's not happy with light. Either that or she's really cold. Not sure what's going on here. Mira is not happy. I'm guessing she doesn't like light over here. You good, Mira? No, she might be okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is not a face that seems happy. Maybe she doesn't like the light. I guess we'll just go in the shade. Get some nice shade here. It's not too bright outside. There we go. Anyway, Mira has heard of a Sabertooth Cat down here in the southern areas, near the Falkreath area, a little bit west of Falkreath. The problem is not the fact that it's a Sabertooth Cat, they're pretty common in Skyrim, is the fact that where the Sabertooth Cat is at, or where it's been located at. See, Mira has noticed that a lot of Sabertooth Cats really reside around mountainous areas and plains, especially plains of Fort Greymore. This is the big area they reside in and stick to plains. And she heard also many sightings of Sabertooth Cats have come from the Rift. And in the Rift areas apparently is a pretty plainy looking area, pretty fair weather. But in lush, hot areas such as in areas of Falkreath where there's a lot of vegetation, a lot of heat. I mean, look at this place. It's vibrant. It's probably really hot and humid here. It's extremely difficult to imagine that a Sabertooth Cat would be staying here unless something is particularly odd about it. Therefore, I feel like Mira feels like it's best to investigate into it. I mean, if it's some Sabertooth Cat out there that she needs to slay to get money, that's no problem. She already killed several bounty beasts before. But a Sabertooth Cat in this particular zone is pretty interesting. Sabertooth Cats were pretty similar and pretty common, and as well as tigers and other cat-like creatures were pretty common elsewhere, so maybe Mira could investigate into this and see what's going on here. Looks like she's found some movement over there. It could be that Sabertooth Cat, might be it. Seems to be moving around frantically. Best to go around it for now and try to get to a higher area so that Mira can observe it. Let's get up this hill over here. Let's see if you can look out for it. Where is it at? There it is. Seems to have maybe see us. It's hard to tell if it's hostile or not. For the time being though, Mira's gonna go ahead and put on a warm buckler. We're gonna slowly but surely approach a total warm 65. Yep, it's really warm here. Which begs the question of why would a Sabertooth Cat be out here in a humid area? Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam Rio. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? Breasts of the treasure of the cat. I kinda wanna say you could dress better.